Sun Pharma. The conference call is at 6:30, so of course we'll cut into that, and that should give us more details of what's happening. Now I have the release. I'm just opening it. I think it'll take another 5 seconds for me to open it, but you have the PAT numbers on your screen, and that's a big beat of about 1200 crores. But don't go just by that number, because it can have one-off, it can have some movements here and there. So let's just wait for it. Okay, so 1240 crores is the number. I'm trying to go back and find if there is any one-off. Okay, the tax expense continues to be around 270 odd crores. The tax expense, in fact, is very low for the year. If you look at tax expense, it's just like 6-7%, and that's one of the key reasons why PBT is looking so good. And then you have this number. Now, when I come down and look at the PBT, EBIT, it's about 1730 crores. I add depreciation of 471 crores to it. Finance cost of about 150, so about close to 600 crores is what I add, so 2300 crores, and I subtract the 193 number, so 2100 crore is the EBITDA that they have done, which is a substantial beat to what was expected. 7656 is a beat. It's not a substantial beat, but when you get a beat, coming down till the PAT number, you start getting operating leverage. On the back of that, you also have the tax expenses, which is not particularly that great, and that's why you have a number which is looking in pretty strong, 1241 crores. And the first reaction, Nayantara, it's very difficult for me to say that there is any one-off into these numbers. So they're looking in plain, they're looking in clean. So that's essentially what would be my first take. Of course, I'm still waiting for the presentation. I'm waiting for the US market numbers. I'm waiting for the India numbers, and all the numbers are broadly above estimates at this point of time. That's what I can pick up. All are above at this point of time. So we were expecting 7,400 crores in terms of sale. It has come to 7,600, which is a very good number. We were expecting a PAT of 900 crores plus. It's come in at 1,200 crores plus. So again, that's a very, very strong number when you actually call for it. So that's the number on the face of it, and EBITDA numbers are also pretty strong. So decently strong numbers. That's what we can pick up. Okay, I believe we have some phoners with us. Mayuresh Joshi is now with us. Mayuresh, Sun Pharma, PAT numbers are looking. Okay, Amay Chalke is also with us, and Mayuresh Joshi, both are with us. Let's go to Amay first. Amay, what's your first reaction? There's no one-off, it seems.
Yeah, there is no one-off because the other income is also lower, and the other operating is also in the same similar to last quarter. So I believe there is no one-off. So at this point of time, it looks like on top line it is in line with our numbers. However, there is a PAT number is higher, maybe because of the higher EBITDA margin which they have reported. Overall numbers look strong.
Right. So what is the EBITDA number?
EBITDA number, I have not calculated it properly, but I believe it is higher than my estimate, which I was expecting around 22%. I believe it is much higher than that number.
What's the EBITDA number? 2,150 crores is the EBITDA number.
So which is close to 28%, I believe.
7,500 is the sales, so that's about 2151.
Yeah.
So so 28%, that's a pretty strong number, right?
Yes. So we need to see how the gross margins have moved during this quarter, whether there could be some one-off in the cost item, because we were not expecting the margins to jump 600 basis points over one quarter from 2Q to 3Q. So there could be some cost item which is there in this quarter.
Just wanted to make a correction on the ticker. We'll remove this EBITDA number. This is not the correct number, for 3,900 crores. So we'll just remove this EBITDA number and we'll re-put that. It's 2,150, Amay. 2,150 crores is the EBITDA number, which translates into 28%.
Yeah.
But whenever a company like Sun Pharma would deliver numbers, the EBITDA would go up or down like this because of key drugs getting pricing beat?
There could be impact of drug prices, but I don't see there would be significant improvement in the gross margin on account of any one or two products, because I have not seen Sun Pharma launching any particular product where they could have generated so much margins in this quarter.
Right. Am I any idea on the US sales or what to watch out for?
One should definitely watch out for the commentary on the specialty side, how the ramp up would be going ahead, because that is the segment which is hurting their margins a bit over last 1 year. So I would be definitely looking at their trajectory in the Tildrakizumab which they have launched, how the other product Sequoia is also doing. So those would be the key monitorables, I would say.
Okay, in terms of EBITDA of 2151, let's just talk about that. Okay, that's a clean number, 2,150 crores. Would this lead to upgrades, or again there are a lot of question marks?
It depends on if there is any one-off in the cost for this quarter. But overall, it should lead to some upgrade, obviously.
Right. And in terms of the management commentary on the whistleblower report, that will also be important?
Yes, it is, but to some extent they have clarified with the press release that the transaction was related to the Atlas Corporation, the transaction which had happened in 2014. So to some extent it has been clarified. We will see how other things will pan out. For in case of the domestic business where they have this Aditya Medisales, by what time they want to transfer this business internally or to some other third party.
Right, Amit. Thanks so much for taking our time. For us, always good to get perspective from you. 28% margin, it's a good number. The first number that we flashed, I think there was a typo over there, so we just wanted to clarify that the EBITDA number is 2150 crores, 1700 crore was the estimate, so 500 crore is the peak number that they have done, and 1242 is the PAT number. As of now, I cannot find any one-off, but for a company like Sun Pharma, there could be a one-off game, there could be a licensing income fee, which just translates into the PAT from the top line. So we'll just wait for the management commentary. It's quite possible that this is not a clean number. But again, one can argue that licensing fees is one-off as far as the numbers are concerned. But then again, it's a part and parcel of the business. So would you treat it as one-off or not? That's something which every time a query comes when there is a big beat on the margin front for any large cap pharma company. The EBITDA margins are close to 28%. Estimates were 21. So that's a 600 basis point beat, and that's translated on the PAT number at 1200 crores.